What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to properly drip acclimate your fish. So a few things you're going to need to do this properly is you're going to need a heater. You're going to need an air stone, obviously some airline as well, a air pump, a couple small valves like this will work perfectly, a fish net, your water, the tank that the water will be coming from. You'll also need a refractometer. Don't mind the mess over there, it's a long story. And a temp gauge. This here is a NIST validated thermometer. Basically, I got this from Bulk Resupply for, I want to say it was $100, but this was a year or two ago. So you can use cheap thermometers. Just make sure you use 2 or 3 of them just to get, a more precise measurement of your temperature. So the way you're gonna want to do this is you're gonna set up a air hose, attach it to your tank. You can see where mine kind of starts right there. I hook it up to one of these little valves here so I can adjust the flow. But you can also just use some regular airline and tie a knot into it and kind of adjust the flow that way. But I like to use this so I can get a more precise drip rate. So that is going to go into your bucket. As you see, the airline I'm using is actually CO2 line. I didn't have any airline, but hey, use what you got. So you can see it dripping there. I normally drip it about 1 drip per second, and that'll go for quite a while. The amount of time you want to drip is honestly up to you. Some people just do it for like 30 minutes, an hour, or what, 2 hours or whatever it is. But on these fish, I actually dripped them for I want to say like close to 8 hours, and that wasn't necessarily on purpose. That was just because I got these fish. They delivered at 10:30 this morning, and right now it's roughly 6:30, 7 o'clock, somewhere around there. And so I was at work, and so I had it dripping the whole time. You want to set your thermometer, or not your thermometer, your heater, as the same exact temperature as your main tank up here, obviously, because what we're trying to do is match the parameters in this tank. The temperature and the salinity. So that's step 1, basically. Step 2, get a air stone with the airline and just run it in your tank, or your container that you're dripping into. This is a 5-gallon bucket, and when I got the fish, they probably came with maybe 1/4 of a gallon. So the fish's fins were kind of barely poking out of the water in the 5-gallon bucket, but it was alright because I knew pretty soon they would have a lot more water. So basically you drip it for however long you want to. Obviously the longer the better. And then once you feel comfortable with the temperature and the salinity, you can go ahead and take the fish and put them right into your tank. Now I'm going to do a temperature reading real quick. I haven't done one yet all day, so it is 73 right now, just room temperature. And you don't necessarily have to do this for every single fish. I purchased these online, and the guy was from Pennsylvania, and he shipped them here in Texas where I'm at. So the fish could have peed and pooped and who knows what else in the bag. So as soon as you open it, it's going to create ammonia. And technically I didn't really want to drip acclimate these. I just wanted to go ahead and just dump these in the tank, but I checked the salinity, and It was 1.020. So my tank is 1.026, and it's too big of a difference for me. So that was 77.5. So what I decided to do was go ahead and drip acclimate them so I can get the salinity correct. So that was 77.5. So as long as it's a degree or two, away, then I'm fine with that. 77.3, and this thermometer, it's highly accurate. So I know that temperature is 77.3 in there. So basically, we are done with this thingy. I already tested the salinity. The salinity was spot on. It was 1.025 on the tank and the drip container here. So let's see if we can see these fish. The guy I got them from, his name is David Diaz. He is on Facebook. Let's stop the drips too. This pair has snow casso, it has belly, nebula, and it also has some Donny in it. So, and these are actually helmet Picassos. Let's see if it'll zoom in here. And I'm gonna get a better video for you, obviously, later on, so you can kind of see the two little fishies. And when I got them in the bag, they were super feisty. And I mean, they're just like, happy as can be, and not a worry in the world. So I had pretty good confidence with them. So let's go ahead and dump them in the tank real quick. And I know they're going to go high, but let's see if we can get a better look at them there. And here's a quick look at the fish now that they're in their tank. Now, I'm super excited to have these fish, and very excited for how they turned out. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of prime to this tank here. Just for a little bit of insurance here. It doesn't hurt. There we go. Perfect. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you liked the video at any point. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, so that way you'll be notified anytime that I upload a video. Thank you guys for watching.